Sports Talk Ridgewell. Coming to you guys with my Carolina Panther versus Minnesota Viking game review. And what a great game it was. A tremendous game by two tremendous football teams. Hats off to Minnesota. I thought they were as good as advertised. And we knew they were good coming into this game. But they looked really, really good. So hats off to them. What a great game between two teams that knew how important and how big this game was for both teams. Minnesota, they're going to be a playoff team. But this was a big game for them because they could have clinched the NFC North. Carolina, if they lost this game, Atlanta would be right on top of them again. So it's a big, big time win for the Panthers. They're 9-4 now, and they create space between them and Atlanta. And depending on what happens to Seattle today, they create space between them a little bit. They still have a chance to win the division. They're holding on to that wild card spot. It's a big time win. They've got two more games at home, Green Bay and Tampa, and then they go on the road to Atlanta. So they got a lot of work to do, but the possibility of them securing and hanging on to that playoff spot in the wild card went up tremendously. And like I said, they still have a chance to win the division. Overall, my thoughts on the game: Carolina got off the field on third down, which I said was huge. They hit Case Keenum multiple times, which is huge. They ran the ball, which was huge. They covered up Thielen and Diggs, which was huge. And they just didn't allow the big play. And I thought they kept Minnesota off rhythm. They were playing at home. They got the home crowd involved early. So just a tremendous game overall by the team. My three standouts: Jonathan Stewart, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. The first time Minnesota's been torched for 100 yards in a while. It's a great game by Stew. Worley and Bradbury on the outside, like I said, covering Diggs up, covering Thielen up. Tremendous job. Worley getting an interception, Bradbury getting an interception. And then last standout was Julius Peppers. The dude is an ageless wonder. He's almost in his 40s, well into his 40s. He had 2 sacks. A great job by him. Mario Addison had a forced fumble. The Stephens line got pressure on Keenum all day. I thought the linebackers played well. Kuechly, Thomas Davis tackling in space. Coleman played well. This whole team played well. So my third standout goes to the defense overall because they all look good. But I thought Peppers looked tremendous today. But overall, like I said, it's a great win by the Carolina Panthers. They did their job. They get the win at home. They're 9-4. Depending on how today shakes out, they may move up a little bit into the playoff seedings. They still got a lot to play for. If Atlanta can beat New Orleans in a week, Carolina can go to Atlanta. It can be for all the marbles. It can be for the NFC South title, and they could be looking at a 2 or 3 seed in the playoffs. But overall, it's a big, big time win against a team that a lot of people did not believe, including myself, Carolina had the capability of beating, especially after what we saw last week. But they get it done in front of the hometown crowd in Charlotte. Shout out to that fan base. That fan base showed up again today. That stadium was loud. You could hear it just over the TV. So that stadium was packed. So shout out to the fan base for coming out and supporting the guys. But a great win. I'm happy. And it's a big time win for the Panthers. And I will see you guys soon. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Keep pounding.